Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is a continuation of my still life project inside Pixlr. This would be part 3. And really it's more of a tips and tricks and just things I've kind of learned along the way to make this next step easier. So I'm blocking in my values right now. If you look over here on my layers here, you'll see that what I've done is from the previous tutorial, I used to have 2 layers for my grid. I combined them together, and that was real simple. You just simply right mouse click on your layer, and then you go down here and you have the merge down layer or the merge down option. And so I had 2 grid layers, and I simply just came like this and I right mouse clicked and I chose merge down. And then that turned the 2 grid layers into one. It kind of glued them together. And when that happens, everything goes white. So then I came back and I right mouse clicked on it and I went to blend mode and I re-chose multiply. And multiply is what you want so you can see through the white. Then what I did was, just to make things a little easier, I really was counting out my grid spaces just to make life a little easier. So I went ahead and I just took a brush and I numbered them out, going across 1 through 10, 1 through 10, and then going down 1 through 10, just so that way it would make life a little easier. And it has proven to be a little bit better. So now the process, now that I've got my grid squares all numbered, now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going across and I'm blocking in my values. So for instance, right now I'm at 5, 3. So again, I'll go over here, find 5, 3, and I'll press I to bring up my color picker here. And I'll go ahead and I'll get the local value here. So I'll go ahead and I'll kind of tap right in the middle. Then I'll press B and I'll come over here and I'll just go ahead and I'll block in the local value. Remember that the local value is the major color or the major value that is in that particular square. Okay. Now, obviously, it's not just one color or one value for that one particular square, but I'm basically just getting the majority one. So now I'll go ahead and I'll move over here to 6. So I'm at 6, and I'll figure that out. Then press B and come over here, and I'll block in that local value for that one particular square. Now, some squares, obviously, there's a lot of different values in there. But for now, I'm just starting off getting it like that. And you can just kind of go through in sort of a methodical way. So now I'm on 7, 3. And there you go. So again, the idea behind this is that I'm working larger, and then I'll go ahead and I'll get smaller and smaller and smaller and get more refined. Okay, so now I'm in. So now in 8, 3, you'll see it's pretty dark. It's getting to a lower value here. So I'll go ahead and do that. But here in the bottom of 8, it does get brighter. So I'll just make sure I go ahead and I block that in. Something like that. Just so we start to see it. So that's pretty much it. And I would continue doing that. In the next video tutorial, I will start to try to blend between the squares, make it a softer transition, make it more organic, and start to be able to get some of these smaller details and transitions. Hopefully I'll be ready to be able to do the texture of the dots then. We'll see. But I hope this helps you out, and I will see you next time.